What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Zoe, and today I am doing a book tag. Let's do this. I don't know why I have all these hand movements today. I really like my sweater. It's got Saturn on it, and I got some stars right here. Okay, so I just burnt my tongue on some hot chocolate. If you don't burn your tongue on hot chocolate, are you doing it right? I don't know. So, just realized I did not put in my mic. Dang it. Okay, we're back. Let's do this. So this is a spontaneous video. The problem with doing spontaneous videos is that my phone is at 3% and my camera battery is halfway charged. So let's just hope that nothing dies, including me. A while ago, I asked you guys on Twitter and on Instagram to give me some numbers 1 through 100. And it's really funny because I had really no specific plan on what I wanted to do with those numbers, but I did know I wanted them to do something with the books on my shelf. So then tonight I discovered this book tag called something like What's on Your Shelf tag, and it literally has to do with people giving you numbers and then you tell them about the books on your shelf. So anyway, it sounds super lame. I'm still really excited to do it. I'm going to talk to you guys about some books that I had you pick without you knowing, and I'm just going to tell you kind of like my memories with those books, if I liked them. It's going to be really short and simple and whatever. It's chill. My tongue is like, I literally burnt all of my taste buds off, so that's fun. Alright, so let's start with Twitter. Y'all really helped me out. I didn't think anyone was going to answer me, and then I got so many responses of just numbers, so I'm just gonna pick some randomly. If I was really organized, I would throw these like all in a hat, but I'm not, so. Okay, I'm gonna go with the very first one, then that is number 72. So I'm gonna find the 72nd book on my shelf, and I'm gonna talk to you guys about it. Let's go find it. I have books up here that you can't see, they're out of frame. Okay, so the 72nd book on my shelf is Neverworld Wake by Marisha Pessl, and I actually just read this book recently. I think it was back in September, possibly? September, maybe August. And I love this book. It's such a good mystery thriller, YA, really unique concept, and it's kind of like Groundhog's Day meets, I don't know, something darker like The Butterfly Effect. Like, it's just really cool, really great friendship tropes. I read it for my book club. I was super excited because this was my recommendation for a book club, and everyone voted to read it that month. So I love this book, and I totally recommend it. I think I gave this one 4.5 out of 5 stars. I love this book, and I also am super freaked out that this is a face, and I didn't realize it when I first picked up the book. I'm still freaked out by that. Okay, let's do another book, or another number. Let's do 95. The 95th book on my shelf is Stargirl. This is by Jerry Spinelli, and oh my goodness, do I have memories tied to this book. This was one of the books that made me really fall in love with reading. This is one of the books that I first read and I saw myself in the character. I absolutely love Stargirl, and I really need to reread this. It's on my red shelf because I read it when I was in elementary school, and then I think again in middle school, and then probably once more in high school. I haven't read it as an adult yet though, so I would like to. It's a really sweet middle grade book just about a very like quirky girl and how she affects this boy's life. She kind of reminds me of Luna Lovegood, and yeah, this is just such a good book. I absolutely love Stargirl. So good, so sweet. Oh, I can't believe I picked this one. I really need to reread it. I'm realizing now that I definitely should have asked for more than numbers than 1 through 100, because that was book 95, and it's like right here on my shelf, and I still have like 2 more shelves below that. So I might do some like from the bottom up. I think that might be helpful. So, okay, let's do number 22 for my friend Ronnie. And the 22nd book is You by Carolyn Kepnes. This is crazy mystery thriller. I also read this book this year. Oh my goodness, it's told in second perspective, I believe, and it follows a guy who is basically a serial killer, and he's totally obsessed with this girl, and it's just freaky, but super enamored when you read it, and like you cannot put it down. And this was really good. One of my favorite thrillers of the year. This was just crazy, and I still need to watch the show. I need to watch the show really bad. Book number, I'm not even in frame. Book number 3. Holding Up the Universe. This is by Jennifer Nivian, and this is a really heavy book. I have haven't thought about this book in a long time. It's a YA book that follows a plus-size main character. Because of her weight, she was stuck in her bed for like all of her childhood teen years, I'm pretty sure. She was dubbed like America's fattest teenager, and this is kind of her story as well as a little bit of a love story, and I really liked this book. I cried a lot reading this book. Definitely due for a reread. This author also wrote All of the Bright Places, another one that you will just cry your eyes out. I loved this book, and I definitely remember just all of the tears. I cried so much. Okay, I'm gonna do number 15 because it's someone's lucky number, but I'm gonna do it from the bottom up so I can get some variety. I keep all of my graphic novels on the bottom shelf, and I have a lot of them. So this is a graphic novel, number 15. Did I say novel? I meant novel. This is a graphic novel called This One Summer, and it was written, I believe, by two cousins, and this is a really, really good book. I read this summer, ironically, because it's called This One Summer, and I really liked it. It's all in like purpley ink, and it follows the story of two younger girls who know each other like from where they go camping in the summer, where their families camp together, and it's just very, very much a coming of age story. I'm not a huge fan of coming of age stories, but I did really enjoy this. I remember eating those dark chocolate like dusted coconut chips when I read this. I don't know why, but I just remember eating those and really liking them, and it was an enjoyable experience altogether. Okay, let's do a few more. I'm gonna go with number 17 because that's my favorite number, and one of my good friends actually said 17, ironically. Wouldn't that be more like coincidentally? She said the number 17 coincidentally. Oh snap. Number 17 is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J Maas. Which is actually kind of funny because the person who said 17 told me to read this book, and I did. And I could not get through this book for months, you guys. It took me months. I actually I would go back and forth. I would DNF it, and then I would pick it back up again, and then I would DNF it, and then once you get like past the middle, I don't even remember what happened in the middle of this book, but once you get to like the last like fourth, or even just, yeah, once you get to the last like fourth of this book, it's crazy, and it made it so worth it to push through. I absolutely love this series. I don't love her other series, Throne of Glass, but I really, really like A Court of Thorns and Roses, and the rest of the books in the series, I'm totally trash for them. What can I say? I just really liked them. I need a sip of my hot chocolate. I got these like cool peppermint marshmallows, and I'm all about them. But so good. Okay, let's do another big number from the bottom up. See if I can get that shelf. Did I exit out? I exited it out of it. Let's just do this. See what some people on Instagram suggested. 68. I'm gonna go with 68 from the bottom up. Number 68 is Holes by Lo Satcher. This is such a good book. If you haven't read this book and you're on BookTube, what are you doing? Go and read this book. This is such a good middle grade. Oh my goodness. I'm such a fan of like everything that Lo Satcher does, but this is so good. I mean, I'm sure you saw the Disney movie with, what's his kid name? From Even Stevens, the Just Do It guy. What's his name? I can't think of his name, but that guy was in it, and yeah, it's about a bunch of kids that like are at this kind of juvie camp, and they're forced to dig holes every single day. They have to dig the hole like as wide and as long as their shovel that they're using. It's just ridiculous, and there's so much more that goes into it, but just a crazy setting. And I read this first in middle school. I think it was like 6th grade, I think I was in, and oh my goodness, I remember just loving this book. I remember sneak reading it during like math time when I probably should have been doing math, but we don't speak about those times anymore. Okay, we have time for one more. Let's see. I'm gonna do my very sweet friend Allie said 55, so we're gonna do 55. Number 55 was a manga, and that is, I have it backwards, this is The Promised Neverland, Volume 4. This is the last of this series that I have read. I'm only caught up to number 4. I need to read number 5 because so much happened in Volume 4. It was so good. My battery. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon. Bye!